All right, we are about to go live in a few seconds, and we're gonna enter this live video right now. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Homeless Crypto Trader, Undercover Billionaire, Refugee. Today, we're gonna be doing technical analysis of SuperVerse, one of my favorite crypto projects. I'm gonna be diving into TA, if it works. A lot of people think it doesn't. And I'm gonna be also doing price predictions on where I think this is gonna go and of what's happening in the market. Okay, let me just make sure we're still streaming. Everything okay? Yes. Okay, sorry, disconnected for a while. So when it's going green, these are Heiken Ashi candles. It's just easier to see the trend. You know, green is going up, red is going down. You can easily see it instead of the regular candles. All this shows is like psychology, and the psychology is, you know, people here think the price is still cheap. Psychology is, you know, people here think the price is still cheap, and then when it's going red, people. This will show the psychology in the buying decision. So that's where I'm at with TA, and I'm going to show you why sometimes this works. Okay, so right now, as you can see, this is SuperVerse. It's one of all my Ethereum, sold all my Bitcoin, and just went all in on this project right here on this because of this little chart that I made. Okay, so I saw that when we hit this peak right here, that it couldn't close above this level. And you can see with the candles here, keep getting wicked out. And there was a clear resistance at these points. And at these points, when it kept crashing, people thought that this 56 level was too cheap for this coin, and they thought that anything above 65 was too expensive. And I drew these lines, mind you, I drew these lines when it was over here. 10th of December, that's 5 days ago, before this thing happened. So basically, I drew it when the price was like this. Why? Because I saw that we went up, hit these levels, and then hit these levels, and then went back up and hit this and went down. So I drew these imaginary lines to see if this bull flag is what you call it, or descending, broadening, the price was following the lines, the imaginary lines that I drew. So I'm like, how is TA not real? Because it's obeying these lines. I mean, look at this. It's not closing below the line. You get wicks and then it goes back up. And here's the crazy part. So I drew this when it was like this, okay, right here. And then it dropped down and I was like, okay, I guess this pattern is invalidated. It's not gonna play out. But then it goes back up again. Okay, it breaks through this barrier, and I'm like, oh, okay, we have a breakout. And then it went back down, and look at this. When we zoom in, look what happened. It literally glued, it's hugging this resistance line that I drew. And then it went back up, crashed it again, went back up, hugging it. Now it went down below it for a little bit, and this is the 15-minute, went back up. Okay, so it's like obeying these lines. And I keep thinking, how does this make sense? Because if I'm drawing these lines, that means that there's other traders drawing these lines. It's not everybody. It's impossible that everyone's drawing these lines because not everybody knows technical analysis. It's people on the back end know it. People on the front end are the victim of people who are following these lines and then selling or buying accordingly. So if we're all following these lines, then someone is buying and selling. So I think it's probably the market movers who are seeing these levels and influencing it. I'm not sure, but you get what I'm saying, right? So the lines are playing out. Now, they don't always move. This was supposed to be a bullish pattern and a breakout and hit a price target of like 90, 80 cents. But that didn't happen. Okay, well, right now we're just waiting to see. But the fact that it obeyed this line, I'm like, okay, we're still in the clear. It tested it. Okay, so if you look at the 4 hour, there's a neckline. It's breaking it. It should be going up to like somewhere here. Anyways, that's my TA on Superfarm right now. If we break down back to this channel, I guess the next target is going to be in the 48, which is terrible. But if we break up, you're going to have either this target, which is around, 69 or 70 cents, or if it's actually a bull flag. Again, this is some homeless crypto trader. Okay, I'm living in San Francisco at this home free rent. This is not actually my house, but it's where I live and I don't pay rent. And so I've been buying this for a while. Break this, which it did, and now it's testing it. However, right now, Superfarm is highly mimicking the price of Bitcoin. So if we go to Bitcoin, it's kind of doing the same thing. So what this tells me is that it's not that people are drawing TA for Superfarm. I don't think anyone's doing that. What they're doing is drawing TA for Bitcoin. And because Superfarm is following the price of Bitcoin right now, this is reflecting Bitcoin. So there's tons of people doing analysis on Bitcoin. So if you look at it, the graphs are very similar. When I maybe go into the hourly, not so similar, but it's like kind of on a less volatile because Superfarm is a smaller coin. So, but you see up, down, up, it's like a W. You got some kind of messed up, but it seems to be following the price of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin seems to be doing pretty well. It tested these levels. It's going to go, it's right now, the momentum looks like it is in a little downtrend over here. So if we don't get a reversal, kind of screwed. 4 hours, it's trying to break this downtrend. On the daily, it's still very green. Same goes for Superfarm. On the daily, still very on an uptrend. Now, where do I think this coin is going to go? Okay, so, and my analysis of why I think it's going to do that. So let's go back to its market cap. Okay. Yes. We're going to go to SuperVerse, and we're going to see that it has a market cap of 250 million. Now, on my conservative price targets, I think, okay, look at Bonk. Bonk is 1.5 billion. Yesterday it was, and everything went up and then things started to go down. Then you had the whole metaverse NFT hype and GameFi reignite the market. But then that got killed a little too early before things went to fruition. We just started seeing all the hype going on, and then we hit the bear market and everything died. Liquidity in the market. Where am I thinking this coin will go? Just yesterday, like I said, Bonk went to 2 billion. It did a 200% in one day, which means when I looked at it, it was at like $1 billion, and then it went up 100% that same day. So there went over $1 billion went into a meme coin in just one day. And SuperVerse has a market cap of 230 or 50, 250. So if this does a 500%, if this just hits the market cap, if the money from Bonk or any other meme coin, which we have enough of, just 1 billion of Dogecoin, or maybe Pepe or Bonk, just to give you, I don't actually think these people are going to move to SuperVerse, but I'm just saying there's enough money moving around. If $1 billion overnight can go as new money, then the same thing can happen for this. There's enough liquidity, there's enough buyers to do this. So for it to go to $1 billion, you would need, it would basically go 10x. Let's just say it hit Bonk levels, right? Which is, again, there's enough money for that. Considering if there's hype and narrative, it would put it at a 10x from here. So where's that price? Let's just measure that from where we are right now. 10x, that's like a $5, 5 point something dollar SuperVerse. So I'm thinking, let's not even go, I think this would go to $3 easily from where it's at right now. Which would mean, and if it just did that, okay, if it just did a mini Bonk level pump, I would make enough money to never have to look for another job again. Okay? Betting my life savings on this, it could easily go to zero. I've had some coins I bought last time that went to zero. And it's okay if that happens. I don't want it to happen, but if it does, it's my life savings isn't that much. I can make that back in a year of savings. Okay, it's a year worth of savings. That's my entire life, and I'm putting on this. If it does a bonk, I'll make enough money to never work again. Now, that's my conservative bet, is a 10x from here. Okay, because there's just enough liquid. So why do I think it would even get that same attention? Into the price prediction. Okay, we have, first of all, the co-founder, or the main founder, sorry, Ilio Trades, big YouTuber, big influencer on YouTube, Twitter. He's building games. He built SuperVerse. I don't even know exactly what SuperVerse is. Like, I've read the white papers. I know it's like a DAO, but like, what is it? But like, it's a recipe for pumpamentals right there. So this game isn't released. I think there was a beta release for early adopters or something, and right now it's still undergoing the full release. They have the aliens come out, the NFTs. I even purchased one of the aliens, and they got land generation coming on. Basically, this is highly tied to SuperVerse, the coin. I think it's the coin that's used in the game for however the game works, and I don't know the tokenomics of the game, but I bought an NFT as well because I wanted early access, and I wanted to get the NFT at really good floor prices, close to mint prices. I got it below mint price because I bought it 3 weeks ago, and I got a really good deal on it. And if you look at the NFT price right now, it's at like Ethereum. And that's after he had posted this thing, I think. So this is Josh Emmett. From what I understood from this tweet, is that he has an NFT imposter alien, and this was posted 2 days ago. Since this post, the NFT value has gone up, despite the SuperVerse price not moving at all. So this game from SuperVerse 4, and right now it's just chilling. So I think this hype of the new releases and the release of the game is enough to give it bonk level pumps. We just need to go 1 billion. And why do I even think about that? Without new money coming in, we don't need another pandemic. This to the life-changing gains that we want. It doesn't even have to be like 2020. It can just pump to life-changing gains with the money that's in the market right now. There's enough money for that. We just need to go to a couple billion market cap, 10x from here, life-changing. However, opium crack, we're looking at a 10 billion market cap for SuperVerse, which would put it 250 million market cap. Times that by 40, you get a 10 billion market cap. So if SuperVerse and the game release give it an Axie level pump, which I don't see why. I think it's a better game than whatever Axie and Sandbox. I've played Sandbox, the full bull market of GameFi. So at a 10 billion market cap, not only will I make life-changing gains at what price would SuperVerse be? So we're looking at 40x. That's a $22 SuperVerse. Let me just make sure. Doing some math here in the calculator, you probably can't see it. Bam, man, $22 to $23 per token. That will make me generational wealth, not just for me, but for my kids, my future kids that I don't have yet, my future family, my parents. We're all gonna be happy. So that's the bet I'm trying to make. On the Moonboy perspective, 40x from here, Axie level market cap. And on the conservative levels, we're looking at a 10x, which is bonk level market cap. So I don't even need it to go all the way to Axie. That's just if things happen and there's enough hypermania in the market over the next few months. That's going to be cool, and we're going to see what happens during the beginning of the year, where Ilio said he's going to release some massive updates. That excitement under his skin, he can't even contain it. I'm going to see what that is. I have very high hopes for this, where this project is going to go. And in terms of price value, we're looking at, I think 10x from here would give it, I think, what's the price? $5, $5.50. And then at the highest level, we're looking at $23 per token. Yeah, and if that happens, like I said, I'm set for life. I think this is a very smart bet. All the ducks are in a row, the pumpamentals, the fundamentals, and the downside. I've held SuperVerse through the bear market. It went to 7 pennies. I've been buying it since $1. I've seen it bounce, never go lower below 7 pennies during a very bad bear market. So I've planned that psychologically. And if that does happen, I believe if the bull market ends early, then that just means that it's going to happen again for the next run. Because if it ends now, which I don't think it would, it means the real bull market has not even come yet, and that it's going to recover. So all I got to do is just not sell it if it drops. And again, even if that does go to zero and it never recovers, it was just a year's worth of savings, man. Like, you know, it's not like me spending that money now has any more other merit than just sitting them. I can't do much with this money. So my best bet is to turn it into a 40x, make generational wealth. And if not, you know, I got other things going on. I got my soap, as you guys know. I got my other advertising businesses. It's okay. It's a shitty deal, but you know what? I think it's a smart bet. And that is my prediction. Today is the 15th of December. This is Goober Studes, your host. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see where the price action